Well, it's just gone 9:36 a.m. as we continue, and this is now our special tribute to Marhoom, the late Maulana Najeeb, rahimahullah, from Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr, and joining me, Director of Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr from Jeppestown, out in Johannesburg, and also Zeenatul Islam in Kensington, respected Qari Moosa Seedat. Qari Moosa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you and welcome.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And I say assalamu alaikum to all the listeners and viewers of Salam Media. It's an honor and pleasure for me to be in your midst.
Well, certainly it is an honor having you with us as well, but on a very, very sad note. And a very
Absolutely, yes.
sad moment for you, I would say personally, for Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr, for everyone that is associated with the Madrassa. And this we learned about Maulana Najeeb rahimahullah. He was the only Muslim in his family and tribe.
Yes, he came from the Amshlungu family. Initially, there were two brothers, Abdul Razak and Maulana Najeeb. They were the only two Muslims in the entire tribe. Maulana Najeeb, a young little boy, came to our madrasa with Abdul Razak when he was 8 years old. We enrolled him at our madrasa. He learned the Quran. He learned from Alif Ba Ta Tha, and he went on to becoming a Hafiz al-Quran. And eventually, he completed Hifz al-Quran. When he started, I told him, Najeeb, I want you to complete your Hifz al-Quran with your teacher in Masjid al-Nabawi in Rawdatul Jannah. That is my wish and desire for you. I had his information, I had his teacher's information on hand, and I put it onto the Sahuk website and I applied when he started Hifz. When he completed the 27th para, he and his ustad were accredited. And nobody in Sahuk knew that I had put them on the list also. And what happened is he went to Medina Munawwara with his ustad, and he completed Hifz al-Quran in Rawdatul Jannah in Medina Munawwara. And they made Hajj also, and he came back. And the following year, I enrolled him at Newcastle by Maulana Qasim Sema, Rahmatullah alayhi's Madrassa Darul Ulum. Eventually, he left there and he went to Mufti Fayaz in Danakol, and he completed his Alimiyat course at Mufti Fayaz's Darul Ulum. He had a branch in Durban, and he became an alim there. After completing, we decided that no, we would like to take him on in the Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr, Zeenatul Islam, and Denver Talimul Islam. He became a director of the two institutions, Denver and Zeenatul Islam. And this was part of our succession planning to groom young persons so that they may eventually take the baton forward when we are no more. But unfortunately, it's the will of Allah, and we are thankful to Allah. Whatever has happened on Tuesday night in this attempted hijacking, he was shot, and he was shot 7 times. And not realizing that he was shot, he put his foot on the accelerator. He drove the car onto an embankment, and that's when and where he passed away.
You know, Karisab, I'm actually getting goosebumps just listening to what you're saying. And what an honor to complete the hifz of your Quran in Masjid al-Nabawi. That
Absolutely.
alone in honor, in the presence of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, to whom this Quran was revealed. And that
Alhamdulillah.
alone, speaks just volumes, and what an honor that he had. And, as you mentioned, it was a hijacking, but also the status of Shaheed. And I'm sure that you have got many, many memories apart from just looking at it from an academic perspective, from looking at it from his hifz, and also looking at his completion of his alim course on a
No,
personal level, the
Inayat,
personality.
Inayat, Maulana Najeeb lived with me and my family for 23 years. He came to Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr at the age of 8 or 9. And all the years he stayed here, there was no other family than us. So that means his Eids, all our Eids, weddings, everything that took place, he was part and parcel of the family also. He grew up with my kids also. And Alhamdulillah, he was part of the family for 23 years till the day he has passed away. On that day also, he was at my home. He is part of our children. So that is what is that we lost not just Maulana Najeeb. His original name that he had was Alberto Mshlongo, and he kept this name Najeeb. Najeeb, even my grandchildren are very, very, very close to him. So it is not about only his academic side. In his holidays, in his spare time, he spent his time with our children in our homes.
Well, certainly, and this is the reason why I suppose is so much more. It's difficult because at the end of the day, we are humans. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has given us emotions, and we actually miss people like that. And Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has sadly taken him, is to mercy. Just looking at some of the, I know that there are many memories, but there are certain memories of the person that actually stand out. Karisab, what stands out for you?
For me, he never said no to me if I told him I need something done. And I'm an impulsive person. I want something done now, not later. And he would do whatever is to be done, he will do it now because he knew my nature, he knew my ways. So if I called him and said, Maulana, we need to do A, B, and C, then he knew we're going to do A, B, and C, and we're going to do it now, not later. And that was what we instilled in our lives, that when we need to do something, we must do it immediately. And that is what he used to do, Alhamdulillah.
Karisab,
So,
just looking at the students at Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr and also the Denver Institute where he was a director, just how has this actually been received by the students? Because I'm sure he was very, very close to them.
no, our students are on holiday at the moment of for Eid al-Adha, but there were some of the students when they heard of his uh, death, they have come on the coming Monday, the 17th. Our students will return, and they will come to know. Some of them have known already, some have not known. There are many of his colleagues who are in overseas. We are getting calls from Guinea, from Mali, Senegal, America, where students who have studied in our madrasa or studied with Maulana Najeeb, and they are coming to know about it. They are calling us to find out more about it. So this week, the impact, it has hit us, but next week when our students come back, we will feel and we will see the loss of Maulana Najeeb, that we will feel. We're
I'm sure
already feeling it.
I'm sure you will have some sort of a tribute, some sort of a program paying tribute to Maulana Najib Rahimahullah, where many of the students will obviously remember him, and to make sure that his legacy still lives on for the two institutions, inshallah.
Inshallah, yes, we will do so. And it is, we owe it to Maulana Najeeb to have a program in his honor. And very soon, inshallah, by next week, even on our website, in our obituary, Maulana Najeeb will be in our obituary, and he will be with MZB forever and ever. He will, until we live, he will be part of MZB. He's grown up with MZB. He's grown up with the Seedat family. He's grown up with all of us. So he will not be forgotten. He could be the only member from his tribe that was a Muslim. But to us, he is part of us. He is us, and we will always remember him.
Well, certainly, Karisap, and our du'as are with you and everyone else associated with Madrassa Zia-Ul-Badr as well. Our thoughts are with you. Our condolences obviously go to everyone that has been so closely associated. We are deeply saddened as much as you are on the passing away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took Maulana Najeeb Rahimahullah into his mercy, to his mercy at a young age, but held so much purpose, alhamdulillah, but Allah knows best. And I think, at the end of the day, we will continue making dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive his shortcomings. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless him with the highest status in Jannah, inshallah. Fill his
Um,
qabr with nur. I mean,
I
Jazakallah
mean,
for
but
and for your
Jazakallah,
time.
I want to thank Salam Media for giving us this opportunity to speak on Maulana Najib Alberto Mshlongo's life. And we want to thank the Muslim community that who have come out and supported us and has given us all the encouragement in this hour of grief and this hour. They have stood with us with their duas, with their support, with the telephone calls, people coming in, going, and that. We are thankful to the community because we are ummah. We are one ummah, ummatul wahida. We stand with one another in times of grief and difficulty. So we are very thankful to the Muslim community and the community of Jeppestown, not the Muslims, but the non-Muslims also, who have showed us and have stood with us in this time of difficulty.
I mean, Allah Ta'ala make it easy. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you all as well. Sabr and Jamil, inshallah. But once again, Karisab, have yourself a wonderful Jummah, inshallah. It is a blessed day.
Inshallah.
Jummah Mubarak to you and everyone else. And Jazakallah for your time. We do appreciate you taking time out this morning talking to us right here on Salam Media. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Qari Moosa Seedat reflecting on the lives, the sad moment, the attempted hijacking, and the subsequent passing away of Maulana Najeeb Rahimahullah.